Hello, guys. Good evening. My name is Martin from Finance Oracle. I am here today to share with you tips that will help you unlock your potentials. First is maybe you're new to my channel. Of course, it's a new channel itself. My channel, Finance Oracle, is going to be taking you through how to become financial independence, how to unleash and unlock your potentials, how to identify your strength and how to utilize your strengths. It's going to be dealing with how you can start up a business, nurture a business, of course, how you can raise finance for your business. I will therefore invite you to remain tuned, stay tuned with my channel, subscribe to my channel because a lot of good videos are going to be coming to your way, and these are guidance on how you can become self-sufficient. Today, like I said earlier on, we are going to be dealing with unlocking your potentials. If you know one thing that you need to grow as a person, it is your potentials. A lot of persons have got a lot of talent, a lot of skills and strengths, but quite unfortunate, they are not aware they have these strengths. And when they know they have these strengths, they don't also know how to use it. And some other time, they live with imaginations, live with unrealistic view of what they can do and never come to do it. Well, for you to unlock your potentials, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 tips to unlock your potentials. I would like you to take a pen and paper, jot them down, then thereafter, I would like you to put them into practice, not just jotting them down. Number one tip is to develop a growth mindset. Having the belief that you can grow or improve is a very critical component of reaching your full potential. A lot of time people have the possibility of growing, but they do not know they can actually grow. So there is no growth mindset, then they just don't do anything to develop it. If you develop a growth mindset, then how you can do this, you can start recording your little wins, the little success which you do come across in your daily endeavors. Record them and celebrate them. When you celebrate your success, no matter how little it is, then you say, "Oh, I could do this." That means I can go more further. I can achieve this other one. Please record your little wins and do what? Celebrate them. Develop a growth mindset. Believe on your own, you can grow. Definitely, you will grow. Number two tip is combine reflection and actions. You know, a lot of times we have very beautiful reflections. We believe, oh, come on, I want to live this kind of life. I want to have self sufficiency. I want to become financially free. I want to have this capacity and all that. But then there's no action. Some other time, you look at yourself, you say, come on, I'm very intelligent, I'm very smart, I'm outspoken, I can make a good marketer. But you never put actions to it, you only reflect. So it's very important to marry action with reflection, then it will generate a momentum and you will actually move. Tip number three, focus on the big picture. You know, sometimes you ask yourself, what drives my life? Are you unhappy with your current situation? If you're unhappy, focus on that picture. Okay, what makes me unhappy? Because of how I'm living? Are there things I could do to change my current situation? The quality of the questions you ask determines the quality of life you will live. So focus on the big picture, ask yourself several questions, and answer it and tell yourself the things you need to do to be able to get out of it. Number four tip, and very important tip, of course, if you permit me, I would say the most important tip is time management. You know, there are two things about time. You can either be a master to time or a slave to time. It all depends on what you do with your time. In time management, if you're able to put your things together and make your to-do list, then you will realize that you are able to manage your time effectively. But if you live haphazardly, do carry out your events, do whatever that comes into you, you say, oh, come on, I have to do this. And you run to do it. And the next moment you just remember, I have to do this. You run to do it. You will end up becoming a slave to time. Time is the biggest obstacle for obtaining full potentials. Therefore, it is important to harness your time and manage it. But the good thing about time management is that you can actually master your time and you can become a master of the time instead of a slave to the time. Once you achieve this, you're halfway to full potentials. Again, is you need to develop a goal. In addition to your to-do list, you need to develop a to-be list. Yeah, I have got this list, I have this number of things to do, but then the question is, what do I want to be? If you realize that you want to be this, then you're going to put them in your to-do list, and it will help you to grow. You need to identify your strengths and how these strengths can help you. If you identify your strengths, you realize that your strengths can actually help you. Now, the next thing you will need to do is to dream big and take small steps. You know, sometimes you dream big and you want to get to the final destination. No, this is not how to do it. You have to dream very big, then you have to take one step at a time. One step at a time. Then you will realize that a percentage change in your life across time will see you through meeting up your full potentials. Take an inventory of the micro habits that is affecting your growth. You need to take an inventory of the micro habits which are affecting your growth. Then you start canceling them one after the other. Okay, I've always woke up late and I sleep late, but while I sleep late, I'm watching movie. Will this help me to achieve my goal? No, you remove it. I keep a lot of friends and they distract me. I don't really have much time for myself. Then you remove it. Slowly, you are able to remove those micro habits that are tying you down because you need your freedom. Don't reinvent the wheel. I mean, what use is it that what has been created, you want to recreate it? Already it's been created. What you need to do is copy the blueprints. What blueprint are these guys using to achieve results? Copy the blueprints, put in your own template, in your own system, and make an improvement to it so that you achieve higher results than they've achieved. You don't need to waste all the time trying to create your own blueprints just to realize that you've wasted all the years you have and all the time you have to have achieved your full potentials. You could just simply copy it. Why do you want to create it new? You have to do what? Don't reinvent the wheel. Copy the blueprint and develop it and establish it. Number 8, practice discipline. Discipline is one of the greatest tools you can ever think about. Discipline goes with persistency. You have to decide, this is what I want, then you have to work towards achieving it. For you to achieve it, you have to be consistent. You have to be persistent. You have to persevere. You don't have to give up. You have to take slow steps, one after another, and you must be disciplined. You must be disciplined with your time, with your manners, with the things you do, and a whole lot of things. If you're trying to build money for finance, for a business, it means that you have to be disciplined with your expenses, right? You have to watch the things you buy. Do I need this? Can I really do without it? Can I keep it till some other time when I have more capacity, and a whole lot of things you have to ask yourself, and of course, you have to answer them. Number nine is accept failures. Sometimes people think failure is bad. If you ask me, failure is a good resource. Failure is a resource to achieving full potentials. If you sit back to evaluate the reason why you fail, then you will be able to think about how to do things differently. And if you do this, you are not going to fail again. Failure is a resource which is very critical to achieving your full potentials. But failure becomes dangerous when it weighs you down and you think, no, I'm done with this. But then great achievers fails. It is only after failing that you have to study the reason why you failed, and you have to harmonize values, values which you are going to inject into the system to ensure that it becomes success. And lastly, is take time to recharge. Sometimes you put in all your full energy at high speed, and you just realize that you have discharged, and that will not help you. Take your time to do what? To recharge. Be aware that full potentials does not have a limit. Therefore, the moment you upskill and you start growing your potentials, you start upskill, you realize that your potentials go higher and higher. Do not struggle to see the end. If you struggle to see the end, get to the end of the line, then you're going to break down. But all you need to do is to continue to take one step after the other, another step after the other. Then you will keep growing, and your potentials will keep growing. It's a lifetime event, it doesn't have an expiring date. So, if you do these 10 things, you will record a drastic change, an improvement in your life. You're going to say that you've been able to achieve your full potential in quotes. Remember, you can never get to the extreme point. You can't get to the extreme of your potential. Please do subscribe to our channel, do share it with your friends, share it with your network, and do visit us every other week, because every week we are going to post valuable videos which will help you to gain financial freedom. But before then, we want you to reclaim yourself, to achieve your full potential, to know what your values are, to know what you can achieve, to be very hopeful and reliable on yourself. Then, when you have become a master of yourself, then we would introduce you into the things that will unleash other values in you. Thank you, and have a nice day.